Hey everyone, my name is Anders, and today we're going to go over the Global Labs update for the week. For class balance, Sorceress got a few changes, mostly some fixes to skills not hitting properly on horseback. Abyssal Flame now has HP recovery plus 50 on hit for the first 3 levels of the skill. Darkness Released 4 and Signs of Agony 4 had their max HP percentage dealt removed. Really nothing too exciting for Sorceress, but for War of the Roses we have a lot of changes. The first sanctum of each faction will now serve as the final advance base to defend against the attacks from the opposing faction. The Guardian of the first sanctum inflicts greater damage to players, especially very strong damage, to siege weapons such as chariots and elephants. You can effectively defend against attacks from the opposing team based on the lethal attack patterns. At the start of the war, each faction's first sanctum has been changed to start in a neutral state. The Guardians of the first and second sanctums of the Odolita faction in War of the Roses has been changed. The health of Uragan and Olin's Colossus has been increased by 30%. The amount of damage that Uragan inflicts on players has increased by approximately 1.25 times compared to before. The damage dealt to players by Olin's Colossus has been increased by approximately 1.5 times compared to before. The Guardians of the first sanctum of each faction in the war have been added to inflict critical attacks when their health is at 70%, 50%, and 30% respectively. They will also launch a powerful attack every 3 minutes when their health is below 15%. Uragan and Olin's Colossus has been changed to inflict strong damage to siege weapons. The health of the commanders of each faction have been reduced to 50% compared to before. Rose Legion Guardian monsters have been added near the final resurrection area inside each faction's castle. When resurrecting in Odolita's castle or Camasilvia castle, an additional respawn point has been added in addition to the existing one in the castle behind the commanders. The buff effect obtained when occupying each sanctum in the war has been changed. Powerful effects such as all attack power, maximum health, and all damage reduction effects have been changed to no longer be obtainable in sanctums 2 through 9 and have been changed to be acquired when you successfully occupy the enemy camp's first sanctum. As a powerful capture effect was moved to the first sanctum, some occupation effects were changed or distributed to other sanctums. They're also adding a way for those players who use naval power to provide support to other players of each faction. You can now support with the one-time buff effect through supplies found in the sea during naval battles with ships of the opposing faction. Unclaimed supplies have appeared in the waters of the Camasilvia and Odolita camps. If you board the ship and destroy these supplies, you can obtain lost supplies as an inventory item. This item can only be used in the War of the Roses and have a 30-minute timer. If you right-click and use lost supplies, you can place down a supply box at the character location. When this supply box is destroyed, it will grant all attack power plus 20 and all accuracy plus 20 effects for 5 minutes to 10 people around the area, regardless whether they're allies or enemies. The buff effect does disappear if you die. The visibility of the stable keeper that appears in each sanctum has been improved. Colors are added to the name of the instrument spirit, and the arrow-shaped effect above its head makes it easier to find the stable keeper from afar. The effect of the Frozen Guardian skill, which was difficult to recognize as being applied, has been improved, and the duration has been adjusted so that it can be used more strategically and carefully. Among the commander skills in War of the Roses, the application effect for this Frozen Guardian skill has been improved to be easier to recognize, and the duration of this skill has been reduced to 30 seconds. For other updates, the complete now function of workshops will now cost silver instead of pearls, which makes sense. I don't think anyone was using pearls to expedite workshop crafts. Even for trade crates, I don't think it really made sense. For quest lines, after completing the Jordan Saga questline, you will be able to start the Zarka story questline. The Jordan Saga questline is out only in Korea right now still, and as of this week has not been localized to English, so we still have a ways to go for that one. For mounts, whenever you breed tier 6 horses together, you will always receive at minimum another tier 6 horse instead of tier 4 or 5. Any item that gave you tier 5 horses or any other tier horses below tier 6 from quest lines will now give you tier 6 horses. Tier 1 horses are no longer sold by stable keepers, and there will no longer be a way to get lower tier horses. That's pretty much it for this week. Korea did announce also that they're getting a friendly tournament between Korean servers and Japanese servers, which is cool, but we'll see how that goes. Let me know what you think about all this focus on War of the Roses. Have you tried it out? Let me know in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.